Hello, welcome back to Lloyd and JD's Too Many Topics. I'm Lloyd.
I'm
Your
JD.
face when I say hello. What? Say like, what was it?
There's always an audio spike, so I always have to like tone it down.
You should plan for that in the. I'm joking. So today's 2 minute topic about yours truly, Bigfoot,
Yep.
Sasquatch, whatever you want to call them. Is there more names? Yeti. Come on, there's got to be more than that.
Yeah. I've been watching the Bigfoot Files actually on.
Oh, that show's shit though.
You don't like it?
No, I don't like Bigfoot Files.
Why? Because they actually use science.
Oh no, there's many shows that use science. I just don't like the guys that are in Bigfoot Files so much.
Right.
But I preferred Les Stroud's science approach, which was
Yeah.
just the scientific. I just prefer Les Stroud from
Yeah.
the Bigfoot guys. I don't know, they bug me.
They bug you?
They're like too into Bigfoot. Some of them. One of them.
I mean, it's cool. The Bigfoot Files. I mean, they're actually taking DNA evidence and trying to figure out. And I mean,
well, they did that to like the scalp of the Yeti they supposedly had in the Philippines or whatever.
Yeah. So they took all the hairs from the Yeti and they analyzed them and determined that basically the one was a different species of gorilla. So I mean, in a sense, I mean, while it may not be the Yeti as the Yeti know it, I mean, it's something that's best way to put it is not that we had known about. They had discovered basically a new species of gorilla.
More stuff that we didn't know exactly. So we find a new species of gorilla. So how hard is it that there could be a different Bigfoot? Yeah. It just goes to show that as much as you think.
Well, and I mean, quite honestly, a different species of gorilla, if it looks that much different, it probably is a Yeti. That's just a name, right? So, I mean, if it's inhabiting those areas, I mean, that's essentially what it is.
There's 4 different types of Yeti.
Yeah.
In 4 different regions of the world.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got something going on here. Skin. My lip's been cracking because of the weather change.
Oh, okay, because of the dryness.
Oh, yeah, I smile and then I put like get crack right down the Okay, anyway. So... the new show. That's what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to, because I found it because I watched that. I can't pronounce the fucking thing. Gaia. Is that? It's Gaia. It's a new network. It's like an alien, anything supernatural
channel.
And it basically it's all scientific. They're trying to be as scientific as possible. They're not trying to impose that aliens are real or that Bigfoot is real.
And I appreciate that because I mean, to me, it's the best way to look at things. Essentially,
all they are doing is bringing the most the science people that you're hearing about writing papers about this stuff. They're bringing them to the camera. Yeah. So these are people you might have never seen on TV before. Some of these people are like generals in the army or did science stuff for the government, or they're always from some form of government agency or something, and they bring them on the show and they talk about things that may be secret, and they talk about certain paperwork that has come out and whether it's true and who signed it and blah blah blah, and it's really interesting. And it's not dictated by government. It's made by it has some of the same people from Ancient Aliens that help run it. So it's brilliant. Anyway, they did a new thing where they're opening up the new Bigfoot video that we did a podcast on before. What's it called? With the guy, the footage. Didn't you know there was a name?
Oh, now I'm gonna forget. But the original footage where Bigfoot's walking.
It's like the best footage that we've ever had. Bigfoot, and tons of people have debunked it, saying it's a guy in a suit. The guy came forward. He's been lie detector tested. Blah blah blah. We talked about it before. It was fake. But now they reopened it, and they're saying that the guy that was actually in it was actually fake. And there's some other new evidence that they found, and they've got other analysts that are analyzing not only the people that analyzed it the first time and how they analyzed it, but analyzing it themselves and finding stuff that wasn't found the first time. So I haven't watched the episode yet because it was just an advertisement, but it looks good.
So, well, I mean,
more information coming on this.
And that's what it is, the Patterson footage. There you go. The Patterson footage is something that's iconic to it. It's been very hard to say it's something real. It's been hard to debunk as well, minus the guy that came forward and said and went through the lie detector saying he was the man in the suit. It's there's a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, again, it would be nice to get more modern footage or better footage. That's the thing with a lot of these things is the footage
but as
is
we
crap.
grow as a civilization and push more things out, I feel like it gets harder and harder to do that with remote things anyway. Because now it's hard to even see like mountain lions in the wild or this in the wild because things are getting pushed further and further out there in like habitat, and they move further and further away from human species, and as cities grow and get louder and people venture into the woods, we're pushing things out. So things that were more common back in the day are going to be less common now anyway.
Yeah.
Even if they were able to get more footage, I'm just saying it would be less common because they know to stay further in the dense areas of jungle. Even animals know this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if there was a smarter ape, you'd think that he would have caught on a lot quicker than, even for bears. We got bear bins all around Calgary because bears used to come into the city. That never happens anymore. Let's be honest. Bears are still out there. Bears exist. We still see black bears when you go out there. You see grizzly bears from time to time. Hopefully not up close.
Yeah, but what I'm suggesting is if you were looking for it, if you were a Bigfoot researcher, you should be able to, if you are a good tracker, track something down.
Well, and I think most of the times, in my opinion, they're living in areas that are maybe people that aren't going to track anything down. Like, I was watching a documentary the other day about the Yeti, which is the one they believe in that lives on Everest.
Yeah.
Now, they found tracks on Everest with like helicopters. They look down and they don't know what the fuck made these tracks or what kind of animal could have been that big to make those tracks. But they can't reach certain parts of this mountain to find it. And it makes researching it very hard.
Yeah.
The only like footage they have of the Yeti is, from people that have either climbed Everest and taken a picture while going up or down.
Yeah. But with drones and helicopters and all this kind of thing and satellite imaging, you should be able to track something.
Yeah, and a lot of times, and that's what goes into the Gaia. A lot of people believe that not only has the government known about stuff like this, and that's kind of what that show is about. It's not only about breaking the science on whether this stuff truly exists, it's about breaking the science of whether we've been lied to.
Yeah.
Because in order to lead a normal life, let's be honest, we have to be taught that life is normal. Now, to life to be normal, things that, are in our, like, things that we would think of as, like, supernatural, like ghosts or aliens or Bigfoot or dinosaurs that live underwater or Loch Ness, they have to be impossible and they have to be not real, because then we wouldn't have normal lives and people would start questioning if this is real, maybe dinosaurs. But it would change a lot of our history books and it would change religion and there would be a lot of arguments. And if some of this stuff came forward and if some of this stuff was proven and so I feel like a lot of the times that the people that are truly trying to research stuff maybe don't have the money needed to do some of the extent that the government could pull off to know that something exists. And if they already found out it existed, that happened years ago. So any type of containment that could have been done has been dealt with. And I'm guessing that would make it even harder for people that now have the technology available, like drones, like heat sensors, like scanning devices, would make it a lot difficult to do that now. Like one of the biggest parts in BC, which is closer to us for looking for Sasquatch, is actually most of it's blocked off and it's an army reserve. Yeah. And no one knows what goes on in there. It's one of the places that you can look up where it's very shrouded.
Yeah.
It's a facility. They know it's there. It's shielded off. It's on native land. It's been there for years. It's owned by the government. They hear shooting in there, but no one really knows what's going on. And that's another conspiracy, what goes on in BC. And little. So in these areas where you see Bigfoot, there is always, an encampment, a government official thing, an army base. Yeah. So which makes it kind of like, even if this stuff was real, I feel like it was dealt with. Even if Loch Ness was real in the day, it would have been dealt with because that's how our government operates. Everything happens behind us. There's $1 trillion budget that we don't see. $1 billion, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it's gone. And all that money goes to black market projects that we don't see. And those projects are designed to stop anything abnormal coming into our lives because it's hard to control people. Right. You have to live normal lives. You have to go to work. You have to come home. You have to believe that we are the only existence you have to believe in God. And that's the end of it. Some of the things that I think that would come out in science, if they brought it all out, would kill religion in certain ways.
Yeah. And I think religion's dying in a lot of ways anyways. Right? So I think religion is dying in a lot of ways as well, that as generations pass, it becomes less and less.
I don't think religion's dying because I think religion is really based around hope and faith in what you believe as a person. I feel like the control that religion has over people is dying.
Yeah, and that's what I'm getting at. It's not, it's not the Crusades anymore. It's not the 1800s. Things have gone.
People are learning that there might have been a level of control there.
Yeah.
Whether God is real, which he could be. Yeah. I'm not talking about the actual religion itself. I'm talking about the people within this religion that are maybe pushing their own prerogative. Yeah. So, I don't know. It's a good show, and hopefully this new Bigfoot shows some more interesting stuff on the video that I can like throw in your face and say like, totally, this is bull. No, I'm joking.
It's all he's looking for. It's all he's looking for.
I will be right. Victorious when they've got that bastard in a cage.
When they get that bastard in a cage, I will pay for the tickets to go see him.
Fuck yeah. I'm Lloyd.
I'm JD.
Peace.
See ya.